this equation have? So the first thing we need to do is transpose C on the other side. It should always, whenever you are checking for what kind of solution a problem has, remember it should be in the form of general, it should be in the general form, right, of a linear equation. So 14, when it comes on this side, it becomes minus 14, 4 will become minus 4, equal to 0, equal to 0. Now we have to find A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. A1 by A2 is 1 by 1, that is 1 by 1. B1 by B2 is 1 by minus 1, which means this A1 by A2 is 1, B1 by B2 is minus 1, which means A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So we don't even have to check for C1 by C2 because this condition is for unique solution. So this system has unique solution. Alright guys, now the second question, what they had asked you was whether this equation is consistent, not consistent or consistent dependent, which means we have to check whether it has unique solution, infinite solutions or no solutions. So again we'll find A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. A1 by A2 is 3 by 6, B1 by B2 is minus 1 by minus 2 and C1 by C2 is minus 5 by minus 10. So this becomes 3 ones are 2s are, so this becomes 1 by 2, minus minus sign cancels, this also becomes 1 by 2, minus minus sign cancels, this also becomes 1 by 2. Which means A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, which means this has infinite solutions, which means it is dependent consistent. Okay guys, now the third question, they had asked us to find the value of K for which this system of equations have no solution, right? Which means what is the condition for no solution? A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. So that is what we need to use. And before that we'll transpose the C on the left hand side. So it will become minus 5 equal to 0. Here it will become minus K will become plus K equal to 0. Now the condition is A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. Right? So A1 by A2 3 by 6 equal to minus 1 by minus 2 not equal to minus 5 by K. So minus and cancels, this becomes 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. Now taking this, we can take these two or these two. What do we get? 1 by 2 not equal to minus 5 by K. So K I'll transpose on this side, here it's division, it becomes multiplication. So K not equal to 2 into minus 5, that is minus 10. So the answer is not equal to minus 10. Okay, now the fourth question from the test. They have given you these two system of equations and they have asked you to find the value of M and N for which this system will have infinite solutions. So what is the condition for infinite solutions? A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So for infinite solutions, this is the condition, that is what we'll use. Before that, again we have to transpose C. So it will become minus 7 equal to 0 and here it will become minus 21 equal to 0. Now I'll substitute A is 2 by M plus N. Remember guys, we have two unknowns, which means we need at least two equations, right? So equal to 3 by 2M minus N equal to minus 7 by minus 21. So minus signs will cancel. So we have got 7 by 21. We can further simplify. It becomes 1 by 3. Now first I'll take A1 by A2 equal to C1 by C2. So what do I get? 2 by M plus N equal to 1 by 3. Transposing on both sides, I'll get 6 equal to M plus N. This is our first equation that we got. Now I'll use B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So I get 3 by 2M minus N equal to 1 by 3. Now by transposing this here and this over there, I get 9 equal to 2M minus N. So I got two equations. Now using any method or substitution or elimination or cross multiplication method, I can find the values of m and n. So we have m plus n equal to 6 and we have 2m minus n equal to 9. I'll use elimination method. Already here it's plus n, here it's minus n. So if I add the two equations, n values will cancel. So I don't even have to multiply anything. I'm adding the two equations, plus n minus n will cancel. M plus 2m, we get 3m equal to 6 plus 9, 15. Which means m equal to 15 by 3. 3 ones are 5s are. So we get the value m equal to 5. And now to find n, we just substitute the value of m in one of these equations. I'll take the first equation. We have m plus n equal to 6, but m is 5. So 5 plus n equal to 6, n equal to 6 minus 5. So n equal to 1. So m equal to 5, n equal to 1. Now the fifth question, they have asked you to solve this system of linear equations. Now if you observe, the numbers are very big. So if you are using substitution, elimination or any cross multiplication method, what will happen is you need to multiply big numbers. So if you observe, there is something unique about this. Here the coefficient of x is 47 and y is 31. Here it's opposite. Here coefficient of x is 31 and y is 47. So these numbers are same. So if you get this kind of problems, the easy way to do it is, what you need to do is, first thing I'll do is I'll add these two. So I'll get 78x plus 78y equal to 78. Now I can take 78 common here. So it becomes 78 into x plus y equal to 78. So this and this will cancel, becomes 1. Why? Because when I take this that side, it becomes division. It becomes 78 by 78. So I get x plus y equal to 1. I got one equation. I got a simpler equation from this. The next what I'll do is I'll subtract this from this. So if I am subtracting 47x plus 31y equal to 63, and here it's 31x plus 47y equal to 15. Now if I subtract, signs will change over here. 47 minus 31, that is 6, and 16x, and 31 minus 47 minus 16y, 16y will get equal to 63 minus 15, 48, right? Now what happens is I can take 16 common. I get 16 into x minus y equal to 48. So x minus y equal to 48 by 16. 16 ones are 3s are. So I get x minus y equal to 3. Now I have got two very simple equations. Now we can use any method and solve them easily. Now I'll take first, I'll use substitution for this. So x plus y equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 minus y. From here I got this. I'll substitute this in this. So instead of x, I write it as 1 minus y equal to 3. So 1 minus 2y equal to 3. This goes on the other side. 2y minus 2y equal to 3 minus 1, 2. So y equal to 2 by minus 2, which is nothing but you get y equal to minus 1. So you got y equal to minus 1 from here. Now I got value of y, I can find the value of x. So x is equal to 1 minus, remember y is minus 1, so I'll put it in brackets. So I get minus of minus is plus. So I get x equal to 1 plus 1. So I get x equal to 2. So remember this kind of problem, whenever you have numbers like which are same here and here and here and here, you can use this to make the equation simple and solve it easily. Guys, now the sixth question, you have to solve this system of equations. Now if you notice here, x and y are in the denominator. So what do we have to do? We have to take, let 1 by x equal to u and 1 by y equal to v. You can take anything else also, mn, but I not generally in your books they take it as u and v. So I am also taking it as u and v. So what will this become? This becomes a square u minus b square v, and this becomes a square b u plus b square a v equal to a plus b. Now I'll use elimination method. So what do I have to do? I have to make either u or v term equal. How do I make? I'll make the u term equal, or I'll make, I'll make the v term equal. Why? Because there is minus here, plus here. So instead of subtracting, I can add and it will get cancelled. Here it is b square a, here it is b square. So how do we make this b square a? Multiply this whole equation by a. So what will I get? A cube u minus b square a v equal to 0. And this remains as it is, a square b u plus b square a v equal to a plus b. So now when I add, these two will cancel. And here I'll get a cube plus a square b u equal to a plus b. Now if you observe, I'll transpose this. What I'll get is u is equal to a plus b by a cube plus a square b. Now if you observe, I can take a square common here, right? So u will be equal to a plus b by a square into a plus b. A cube is there, I remove square, a remains, here I remove a square, b remains. So now this and this will cancel. So what do I get? U equal to 1 by a square. So I got the value of u. Now using one of the equations, I can find the value of v. I'll use the first equation. So what will I get? A square u, that is u is 1 by a square, from here minus b square v equal to 0, right? A square cancels, we'll get 1 minus b square v equal to 0. So minus b square v equal to minus 1. We get 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. Minus minus signs will cancel and we'll get v equal to 1 by b square. So we got value of u and v. Now just substituting there, 1 by x is u, but what is u? 1 by a square. So transposing, we'll get x equal to a square. This will go here, this will go there. So we get x equal to a square, and similarly we have 1 by y equal to v, but v is 1 by b square. So here I'll write b square. Transposing both sides, I'll get y equal to b square. So x value is a square, y value is b square. Alright, this is the 7th question. You've been asked to solve this system of linear equation. Again, I'll use elimination method. Now, how do I make? I need to make x or y term same. I'll make y term same. Why? Because there is plus and minus here. So I'll not have to subtract. I can just add and cancel them. So here there is root 5, here there is root 11. So I multiply here by root 5 and here by root 11. So what do I get? Root 7 into root 5, root 35 x plus root 55, root 11 into root 5 is root 55 y equal to 0, and root 11 into root 3, root 33 x minus root 55 y equal to 0. Right? Now adding, these two will cancel. I'll get root 35 plus root 33 x equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 by this, which is nothing but 0. Right? Now substituting the value of x in one of this equation, I'll substitute it in the first equation. What do I get? Root 7 into 0 plus root 11y equal to 0. Root 7 into 0, 0. So I get root 11y equal to 0, which means y is also equal to 0. Why? Because when I take this that side, it becomes 0 by root 11. 0 by anything is 0. So I get y equal to 0. Alright guys, the next question in the test, you have been asked to solve this system of equations. Now you know how to solve when it is by x by y. If you notice, here it is by x minus 1, here also by x minus 1. Here it's by y minus 2, here also by y minus 2. So what we'll do is, we'll take let 1 by x minus 1 be equal to u and 1 by y minus 2 be equal to v. So what happens to this? This becomes 5u plus v equal to 2, and this becomes 6u minus 3v equal to 1. Now Okay, I have used elimination method a lot, so I'll use substitution for this. Now from this equation, what I'll get is V equal to 2 minus 5u. I transpose this, so I get V equal to 2 minus 5u. I substitute that here. So I'll get 6u minus 3 into V is 2 minus 5u equal to 1. So what do I get? 6u minus 6 minus into minus plus 15u equal to 1. Now 6u plus 15u, 21u equal to minus 6 will become plus 6. So I get 1 plus 6. So I get 21u equal to 7. So u equal to 7 by 21. 1s are 3s are. So what do I get? I get u equal to 1 by 3. Now substituting this in this equation, I'll get v equal to 2 minus 5 into 1 by 3. Right? Because u is 1 by 3. So v equal to, now I have to take LCM here by 1 into 3 into 3. So I get 6 minus 5 by 3. So v equal to 1 by 3. So v is also equal to 1 by 3. Now using this, we'll find x and y values. So we have 1 by x minus 1 equal to u, but u is 1 by 3. So transposing, I'll get 3 equal to x minus 1. So x equal to 3 plus 1, that is 4. We got x value as 4. Now to find y value, we'll use this 1 by y minus 2 equal to v, but v is 1 by 3. So I get 3 equal to y minus 2. So y equal to minus 2 becomes plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5. So our x is 4 and y is 5.